Good morning and many thanks for joining me again on the Debbie's Girl, where we talk about issues that concerns the state. Now, early this morning I came across something that saddened my heart. Let's read this together. Over 14,000 girls impregnated in Bono region. So the Bono region recorded 14,877 teenage pregnancies from 2021 to 2024. The Deputy Director of Nursing Service Public Health at the Bono Regional Directorate of Health has issued. She said the region also recorded 1,188 cases of abortion within the same period, saying the pregnancies and the abortions were recorded among girls between 15 and 19 years. Now, she spoke at a stakeholders meeting on the African Vaccination Week and the Child Health Promotion Week organized by the Bono Regional Directorate of Health in Sunyanin. So in a breakdown, a total of 3,999 pregnancies and 388 cases of abortions were recorded in 2021, and then 4,508 pregnancies and 351 abortions in 2022, as well as 3,492 pregnancies with 217 abortions in 2024 and 3,328 pregnancies and 282 abortions in 2024. This is very sad. 14,000 teenagers at the age of 15, between 15 and 19 years, within a pace of a year, are pregnant. And then I feel like we have been quiet for a very long time now on creating awareness on teenage pregnancy. Because if a region, this is Bono regional, and I can assure you that this is equally happening in other regions as well. And if these remaining regions wants to bring the record of teenage pregnancies, then we'll be counting in millions. Because if 14,000 teenagers should get pregnant within a pace of a year, then it means we have a lot of things to do when it comes to handling teenagers. And this is where the gender and social protections comes in. Minister of Gender and Social Protection, please, you have a role to play. It's not only about defending cases of abuse or gender equality, but these issues as well, bringing up programs, policies that will ensure the safety of these teenagers, creating their awareness. And you see, it's very, very sad when you see young teenagers. I wouldn't even go far. A place I know, which I won't even mention name, you see small girls meant to be in classrooms, in school uniforms, heading into a hotel, a guest room, with someone old enough to be their father. This child was supposed to be in class studying. She's now in a bedroom learning sexology instead of studying in the classroom. And this has amount to see. I don't know whether you are paying the way I'm paying right now. 14,000 is not something we should play about. So are we saying that these children are not being educated enough? And please, in as much as the Minister of Social and Gender has a role to play, the parents, our parents, please, you also have a role to play in the lives of these teenagers. I can remember growing up, your mother will call you down. Sometimes she'll be asking you certain questions that are so annoying, but you have to answer. And they've set rules and regulations. You can't go out after 9. You can't go out after 9. Even if you go out as early as 8, 8 a.m. in the morning and you are coming back home as late as 8:30 p.m. tonight, you will be questioned. And you have in mind that about your budget. But of late, it's not like that. Some of these parents do not care. And sometimes I don't blame these teenagers, because when you sit down to communicate with them, you will get to know that some parents push them into it. You will hear a whole mother telling her child, "Kodis and because the woman is so lazy to get herself, doing something to help the kids. And you know, some of these children are so determined to go to school. And the only way they can fend for themselves is to engage themselves self-incesting acts that, will bring them money for feeding, for books, and for other stuffs. And I can remember those days, your parents are very, they monitor you to the extent that they know all your friends. They know the kind of friends you move out with. And then they'll be questioning, "Hey, this person, I don't like the way you are working with her." And for uncle see baby. Immediately they see a red flag, they start questioning you about it. But now it's not like that. You see teenagers working with smokers, weed smokers, indulging in other, acts that are so bad. And then it corrupts their minds and everything. And then we have 14,000 good thousand. And you know, these teenagers, they are not, they don't have a work to do. Teenagers who are not employed and they are getting pregnant. Maybe you don't know it's adding burden to the country. Because at the end of the day, they are going to give birth to this child. And then the child will become wayward. You don't have money to cater for this child. And then the only thing you can see, that is why we have a lot of street children. Not as if they don't have a home to stay. But so the only place they can hide is on the streets. And we don't say anything about it. Like we are just quiet. And then we keep quiet. And I also know of hotels and, guest house that when you bring a girl that is beyond age, you will be sacked. But now it's not like that. We are so much concerned about our money. And then they bring under age 14, 13, 12 years. Please, let's create awareness. Let's bring us policy on education, prevention of teenage pregnancies, the causes, the preventive measures, and we should talk to the parents as well. I know the economy is hard, but please get yourself doing something as a parent. And then you help the kids. Companion. You brought them to this world. They were there. They were with God in a safe place. You brought them. They didn't ask you. So long as you've birthed them, you have to bear it. You have to bear the consequences of making sure that they are safe, of making sure that they are so comfortable, providing them the necessary needs, and not allowing them on the street. Please, our parents, we are pleading with you. Those parents that pushes their word into the rooms of men just to get food. At the end of the day, they will bring back another award, another certificate, and that certificate will be the pregnancy. Please, we are pleading with you. Minister for Gender and Social Protection. Please, you have a lot of work to do. As I said, it's not only about dealing with cases that has to do with abuse, female abuse, child abuse, and whatever it is, but also bringing out educational programs to educate these children and talking to their parents. And please, to the teenagers, be mindful with the kind of people you work with, the kind of friends you associate with. Please, your future is bright. 14,000. These people, they are the futures of this country, and now they've now become a liability. Just imagine, within a pace of 5 years, we'll be getting like a kikako in the billions. And where are we getting to? So please, let's take this as a serious issue and deal with it. Thank you for making time with me on Debbie's Grill.